Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to crochet these absolutely mesmerizing wind spinners. These are a great project if you are looking to use some scraps that you've got lying around, or you just want a quick and easy make for a gift, or even just for yourself. So let's get into it. For today's wind spinner, I'm using Source of Fibers Dirty DK in colors Blue Jay, Rooster and Starling, but you can use whatever yarn you like. You also then just want a corresponding hook size to your yarn, so I am using a 4mm today. So first of all, you want to take the color that you want to be on the inside and the outside of your wind spinner, so whichever color you want to be seen the most. We're then going to start off by chaining between 50 and 100 stitches, I would say, for best results, but you can obviously chain more or less just depending on how long you want your wind spinner to be. For today's demonstration purposes, I'm going to be chaining 50. Once you've completed your foundation chain, we're then going to find the second chain from our hook, so 1, 2, and we're going into that second chain with a single crochet, just like that. And now we're going into every chain with one single crochet all the way across until we get to the end. Once you get to the last stitch, we're going to change colors. So you want to go in with a single crochet as normal, but instead of yarning over with your current color, we're going to bring in that new color and finish off the stitch. You then want to chain 2 and turn your work. So that chain 2 will count as our first double crochet. So for the next row, we're going to increase in every stitch all the way across. So that chain 2 counts as our first double crochet. So we're just going into that first stitch with another double crochet, and that will give us our first increase. And then we're just going in to every stitch with 2 double crochets all the way across. So finding that next stitch and going in with 1, 2 double crochets, and we're just going to repeat that all the way across. All right, here I am at the end of the row. I'm just going to complete my last double crochet. And again, instead of finishing off the stitch with the current color, we're going to change colors. So just going in with that new color and completing the stitch. Now we're going to chain 2 again and turn our work. Oh, I should have also mentioned we can now cut our yarn, so we can cut the yarn from the first color and from that second color. Just leave a little bit of a tail so we can sew that in later. So now we're going to be increasing again, but this time we're using the half double crochet stitch. So we're going into that very first stitch there with 1 half double crochet. Again, the chain 2 at the beginning does count as our first stitch, so that is our first increase. Now we're going in to the next stitch with another 2 half double crochets, and we're just going to complete 2 half double crochets in every stitch all the way to the end of the row. Here I am at the end of the half double crochet row. I'm just going in with my last half double crochet, and again we're finishing off that stitch with our new color, which is the same color we used first. We then want to chain 1 and turn our work. Now for this row, the chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch, so we're going into that very first stitch with a single crochet, and we're then just going to complete 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way across until we get to the end. And you can of course now cut your yarn from the previous row as well. Again, just leaving a tail, we'll sew that in later. So just 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way to the end of the row. All right, here I am at the end of the last row. Now I'm just going in with my last single crochet. Now we don't want to cut our yarn yet because now we're going to create the loop that we're going to use to hang it up. So what you want to do is just pull your hook out like so, and you can make the loop as big or as small as you like, but we just want to create a little loop like that. Kind of pinch it here and take your hook out, and now we're going to just tie a knot as close to the spinner itself as we can. So just pushing it down like that and pulling tight. So now that we've got that loop, you can go ahead and cut your yarn. I've already done so. Now you may be looking at your spinner thinking, what the bloody heck has happened here? That doesn't look like a spinner at all, but you haven't done anything wrong. This is totally normal. So what you want to do is now go in and straighten it out. So I just start from the top and just go around and kind of twist it, so it eventually all ends up being nice and flat. Just like that. Once you've done that and it's all nice and flat, it'll look more like a spinner. Obviously it's hard for me to show you because it's laying down and not hanging up, but you get the idea. So now all you want to do is go in and sew in all of these ends, and then you're ready to hang her up. So I'm going to go and do that now, and I'll come back and show you the finished result. Once you've sewn in all your ends, you can hang your wind spinner up, and honestly, I could spend hours watching mine. They are so mesmerizing, so quick, so easy, and a perfect way to use up any scrap yarn you've got laying around. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you would like to be notified of all my future videos, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.